Sarah Manning talking about Taylor Bovey. Sarah, how would you describe Bovey's on-ice personality?
On-ice personality, I'd say willing to do anything, even if that's a penalty. For example, her big eyes are just huge when she sees the puck. When she scored on varsity, it just got 10 times bigger and proceeded to get a penalty right after.
Great job, Bovs. How would you describe your guys' relationship?
Not normal at all.
I know those.
Most times we hang out, it includes eating a lot of food, sitting down and watching TV and eating more food, and her normally tackling me at some point in the night.
Sounds great. One more question. What has it meant, or how has she impacted you that you've been playing hockey with her for so long?
She's helped me stay in it. She started, I think, a year after I started, and it's kind of always nice to have someone who wasn't good at hockey with me. And yeah, she's just impacted me by helping me love it even more.
Great job, Sarah. Sydney, we would like to ask you a few questions about Sydney Morin. What has it meant to be able to grow up with this girl?
You know, me and Sid have played hockey with each other for so long, and she's such a great role model for me. And you know, I think we have a really good on-ice connection, and I'm gonna miss her so much next year, along with other seniors. And I'm just so happy that I got to play with her for so long.
What has it meant to be able to play hockey with this girl for so long?
This girl, I mean, she's such a great role model for me and like all these other girls. Like, she's an awesome on-ice hockey player, and she has a great off-ice personality. So I think she brings so much to this team this year. And you know, she scored a couple big goals for us against Buffalo. And on ice, she's had such an impact on our team, and off-ice as well. I think collectively as a whole, we're just gonna all miss her so much.
Describe Sid Morin's on-ice personality in one word.
I would describe Sid's on-ice personality as kind of like swagger. Like, on the ice, she has kind of like a style about her, and everybody knows kind of not to throw punches at her, and she just kind of has like, she just has like style. Is that good?
Yeah.
Take two with Sydney Morin here. Sydney, what would you describe, if Amy was in an animal form, what animal would Amy be?
Probably a tiger.
Why? And elaborate on that, please.
I think Amy is a tiger because she's super fast, and she's just a prowler on the ice. And
Sneaks up behind you.
And she just sneaks up behind you, lifts up the stick, and then goes bar down.
Cherry picks.
And she cherry picks like a tiger.
Okay, Sid, what kind of impact has Amy had on our team throughout the past like 3 or 4 years?
Amy's been awesome for our team all 4 years. I think she's one of the most influential players on the ice, and yeah.
Okay, Sid, if Amy is described in any sort of song, what song would you think Amy would be?
Baby by Justin Bieber.
Yes.
That's great. Okay. Sid, we need one more series. How would you describe you and Amy's off-ice relationship?
Me and Amy have been best friends since we were like in U10s, and we've always played together. So yeah, we're pretty tight.
I just love her.
I just love her.
We are here at the Rossman household today on this beautiful Sunday morning, and are going to be making another surprise sneak attack on. This is senior goaltender. We are here with senior goaltender number 35, Sydney Rossman.
What do you want?
Sydney, come. Sydney, it's your interview. Sydney, let's go. Sydney, come. We are here with senior goaltender number 35, Sydney Rossman. Sydney, we're going to be asking you a couple of questions. You look great, let me tell you. We're going to be asking you a couple of questions about your fellow senior friend, number 11, Hannah Bahanic. Sydney, Can you please describe Hannah Bohanek in a couple words?
Cute. She's so cute, little, and funny, and weird.
What did Hannah Bohanek have on our team this year?
She scored a lot of crucial goals for us at forward and power play, tips in front of the net and stuff.
Your favorite, funniest moments with Hannah?
It's a game, he said he'd pay her a quarter or something, enough to buy an airhead, if she didn't fall the whole third period, and so she didn't fall, and he'd the last minute, he'd be like, all right, Hannah, get out there, even though it wasn't even really her turn, so that she'd fall, and then the buzzer sounded, I'll imitate it. The buzzer sounded, and can you hear me still?
Yeah, go.
So the buzzer sounded, and she didn't fall yet, and she turned and looked at Ogie, and then just dropped to her knees and stood up, and that was my
Great story.
Diana Dreher sitting in EJ's spot reporting about Maggie Bizzani. Do you and Maggie have any pregame rituals that you go through every game?
Before every game, about 5 of us play soccer, and every time we play it, all of us have to touch the ball at least once before the game, because if not, we just keep playing and playing until we get done.
Okay, Diana, what is the funniest thing that has happened on ice with this girl?
During the EP Meltdown tournament, Maggie and I were both on the ice, and neither of us were paying attention. We had a head-on collision. I mean, I thought it was funny. I don't know if she did, but I thought it was really funny because I run into everybody.
What was the other one?
Describe, just do
How would you describe this girl's off-ice personality?
Off ice, she's always fun in the locker room. She's always dancing around to the music and trying to get other people to just have fun in the locker room, and she's a leader too.
Here, pause it. Okay, we have WCCO Sports Center reporting live here from room 1703, also known as Sorption. We have Jesse Cantor here talking about fellow teammate Sarah Manning. Jesse, what kind of impact has Sarah had on your guys' team this year?
Oh man, well, Sarah, she's a great person. She really gets us going in the locker room. And me and Sarah actually, this is our 5th JV season together, counting soccer. So we've had a really good run together. So I don't know, me and Sarah, we support each other.
How would you describe Sarah's personality?
She's fun. People call her Barbie, and I guess that describes her pretty well. Take that how you will. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of all I got for you.
Do you have some specific favorite on-ice or off-ice memories with Sarah?
Well, I remember JV season, I can't remember if it was sophomore year or junior year, but one time during practice, me and Sarah were getting pretty feisty, so we both dropped the gloves right there. We just started going at it. That was a pretty good memory because I remember I came out on top. But yeah.
Go now.
Sitting here with Redline Soviet 4 offensive man number 9, Amy Peterson here reporting live from the Blake Arena. Amy, we have a couple questions for you about your fellow teammate Laura Bowman. Amy, how would you describe your relationship with Laura?
I mean, we've been friends since we were 2. We used to have Beanie Baby parties together. We went back to preschool. We would, play with dolls and blocks and all at preschool. And we're basically best friends.
Okay, Amy, what does it mean to be going to college with Laura next year?
It's definitely going to be fun. I mean, we just wanted to play together some more. We extended the season by 6 periods extra, so I can't wait to play 4 more years with her.
9 periods extra to correct you there?
No, 6 periods extra, Baldy.
Oh, I thought you meant by periods. I was like, correction.
Okay, just stop, Baldy.
Okay. Amy, what are some of your favorite memories with Laura?
Probably back-to-back state championships, winning side by side, and being on the same line every year.
How'd it go? All right, Sid.
Go. Reporting live from Thorpe's room, we have Taylor Bobby talking about Christine Gagnon. Bobby. What is your funniest moment with this girl?
Oh gosh, where to start? Well, probably her A, dancing in the locker room, B, her tripping and falling in front of the entire boys team, or C, her telling Thorpe that we were all on the same cycle.
I didn't do that! Put it on record!
Bobby, how would you describe this girl on the ice? As an animal form.
As an animal, I would describe her as a velociraptor. Does that count, velociraptor?
Yes, it does.
Because not only does she like skate like this, like she's about to flap her wings, she goes, and then she gets really low and does those quick strides. It's really funny. Kind of gotta watch it.
And one last question: How has Tina impacted you?
Tina's impacted me by helping me become a better player, and she has helped me learn part of the game of hockey from when I started late. Yeah.
When did you and Addie first become friends?
We became friends during U10 tryouts our first year. We were doing a drill where we were all in the corner, and Addie came running into me, and I heard this girl, blonde hair, really ratty, snot dripping down her nose, and she goes, "No brakes!" And then she hits me, and ever since then, she's kind of stuck with me.
If you had to choose one noun to describe Addie, what would that noun be?
Cats.
Why?
Because she meows, she bites people, she purrs a lot, and she likes to kind of like get scratched right there like she's a cat, and if you do it pretty well, then she'll kind of like rub up against you. She thinks she's a cat.
What is Addie like on the ice?
It depends on what kind of mood I guess you catch her in. She's really happy and she's really funny most of the time, and she gets into the game, but like I said, she gets into the game, she wants to win. She's competitive and she goes to whatever extent you need to get the W.
What are you going to miss most about not being on the same hockey team with Addie next year?
I'm probably going to miss like the awkward random comments she makes, how funny she is. She brings a lot of like spirit and energy to the team, and she's always just like positive and happy, and she makes everybody laugh.
Any last things you'd like to say to Addie?
I love you. Have fun in college. Do well. Bye.
We have for number 12 here Maggie Bazzani. Maggie, how are you doing today?
Good. I'm mid-straightening my hair.
Maggie is mid-straightening her hair. Maggie, okay, well, we have a couple questions for you about your line mate, Miss Darby Flatley. Maggie, how would you describe your relationship with this girl?
Darby's my best friend.
Elaborate a little bit.
Well, I have known Darby since 5th grade, and she got me to start playing hockey, and she rocks.
Okay, what are some of your favorite memories with this girl?
Well, I don't know, I have lots, but, one cool thing, we have this picture together when we were both boys in, like, 5th grade, and we're, like, sitting on a ledge, kind of, like, almost, like, looks like we're straddling a horse, and it's, like, really funny and embarrassing. That's, like, our youth.
What about our singing telegrams?
Oh, our singing telegrams were super fun. We, like, just totally did it on a whim. We're like, okay, we're gonna go embarrass Presley in front of Braden Sykes. So then we all did this, like, okay, we're gonna do this song. And then we went, and then we did, like, 4 girls, and we brought them balloons and totally embarrassed them. We were super bad, but it was so funny.
Okay, Maggie, what has it meant to you to be able to grow up with Darby?
It's meant a lot, I guess. I don't know, she's just always been there for me for everything, and she, like, knows probably more about me than anyone, and I just love hanging out with her.
Okay, Maggie, one last question. What does it mean to be able to extend your career with Darby throughout next year in college?
It's gonna be awesome, and we just went to the U last night together, and so we just, like,
pre-college party.
And you know, it's gonna be awesome, and we're not gonna room together, so we don't get sick of each other. So we're just gonna go out and woohoo! It's gonna be great.
All right, that is our wrap up of senior forward number 12, Maggie Bazzani. Reporting live here from Thorpe's room number 1703. We have Addie Ferguson here talking about her fellow teammate, Jessie Cantor. Addie, what are some of your favorite memories with Jessie?
Well,
gotta go,
one
you gotta
day we decided to do some shenanigans, and it resulted in putting pumpkins in the street. She was a part of this, and that was a pretty good memory. We were pretty upset then, but hey, now we're laughing about it. So yeah, we LOL about it all the time.
Is there any consequences to this action that happened?
I mean, for some people, but I was kind of, I really don't want to speak about this.
Okay, next question. Describe Jessie in a couple words, Addie.
Jessie. She is silly, curly fry canter. Her hair looks like a curly fry from Arby's. She is also my very good friend.
Oh, it's fine.
She's nice. Actually, no, I don't want to say nice because that's not a nice adjective. That's not a good adjective. But.
Okay, Addie, if Jessie was...
She's great.
She's great. Jessie
the Great.
If Jessie were to be a song, what song would she be?
Drop the World by Lil Wayne.
Why? Can you elaborate on this for a little bit?
Oh,
for us, please?
Well, she listens to the song to get pumped before every game, and we also, when we were in the drive-thru for McDonald's one night after studying on Friday, we went through the drive-thru, and we blasted the song and sang it, pretending we were Lil Wayne.
Eddie, how would you describe Jessie on the ice?
Jessie is tenacious and feisty, and whenever she gets the puck, she smiles. Also, same thing's true when we play basketball, because when she gets the ball, she also smiles.
Reporting live here from the Minnetonka locker rooms, we have goaltender Hannah Erzman here in Sid Rossman's stall talking about Sid Rossman. Hannah, how would you describe your relationship with Sid Rossman?
I would say our relationship is like very strong. We always compete against each other, try to make each other better, and we're just like trying to help each other get better. And it's helped in the long run as Sid is like gonna go off to college and do great things, I believe.
Okay, how would you describe this girl?
I would describe Sid as always fun, and she just loves to have fun and include people, and is very nice, very open-minded about people.
How has Sid Rossman impacted your high school hockey career, and what is your standpoint? Is she a role model for you, or what?
I would say Sid is a really big role model, especially since she's like won state for our team. She's a really good leader, and she won Miss Goalie this year, and I look up to her for that because I want to try to win that next year. And
what song would you use to describe Sid Rossman?
Obviously, it has to be a Justin Bieber song, and I would have to say "Runaway Love" because it is one of her favorites.
Okay, then.
And it's just a great all-around song.
Okay, Hannah, do you and Sid Rossman have any pregame rituals that you go through every game?
Me and Sid play soccer with a bunch of people. It's like there's like 5 of us. We do that every game, and everyone has to touch it before we leave. And we also wear it's like this, an orange Lulu headband. We always have to wear that. And sometimes we play. I have this bounce ball I use before every game, and sometimes we play with it with each other to help warm up.
Okay.
Those rebounds, you're rocking my rebounds.
We have defenseman number 11, Hannah Bohanek, here with us today.
In Hannah Erzman's car.
Reporting from Hannah Erzman's car here, the Acura. Hannah Bohanek here is going to be talking about our manager, Asia, formerly known as Alyssa.
Aren't those juniors supposed to do that?
Hannah, what did these managers do? Like, what was their role consisting of on our team throughout this year?
Well, they took some stats and did some video, and then they baked us some cookies and treats.
How important was that? How important was our stats this year? Like, important to our success and knowing how we did throughout the game?
We based our stats on how our performance was. Based our performance on how our stats were.
Hannah, did you... Next question. Hannah, what are your top 2 favorite foods that these managers cooked for us throughout the year?
I really liked those pretzel things.
With the Rolos?
Yeah, and just the undercooked brownies. They were really good.
They were never cooked.
Brownies were, I think, all of our favorites.
They were never cooked.
What about, how did you feel about Mackenzie's Funfetti half-baked cookies?
Yeah, those were good too. I forgot about those.
Those are a top contender also. Hannah, Okay, knowing that we just saw the managers and the coaches battleship game for the first time in state, how did you feel about that, or how did you react to that?
I was kind of confused. Like, I didn't get.
How did
was
you
it another
feel?
analogy? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's
It was
that's
like
a good question.
it's a battleship.
Like, what is the point?
We're
Okay.
skipper.
How is Asia's role on the team affected? No, actually, no, I don't want to do that one. Describe Asia's personality.
Asia's really like cute and friendly, and
Asian.
Asian, yeah.
Hannah, how do you feel about Asians?
I really love Asians. So well known.
If you could marry an Asian or Ryan Reynolds, who would you marry?
Could it be an Asian Ryan Reynolds? Because that
Go
would be
for
like
it.
top notch.
Cut! We have, this is the end of our interview from defensive number 11, Hannah Mahane. Cut, take 2.
Go.
Reporting live from Thorpshire, we have Darby Flatley talking about Mackenzie Leach. Darby, how did Mackenzie and the other managers help our team throughout this year?
Well, they would take stats and film, and we watched some of that film, and those stats we looked at every game. So, yeah.
Hey, Bolly. What are your 2 top favorite foods that she made?
I would have to say the half-cooked brownie and the funfetti cookie.
How would you describe the manager's battleship that we just found out at the end of the year?
I'm a little mad about it. It was kind of cliquey, and not everyone was included. So I don't know. It's whatever, I guess.
We're in the red zone. Oh. How would you describe Mackenzie's personality?
Kenzie's a lot of fun and fun to be around, and managing is like her job, and so she takes it really seriously, which is good. And she kind of becomes the team mom, and she likes kids, so it works.
Okay, we have for your number 16, Laura Borman here reporting. We're here to talk about your relationship with Colette, our manager. What was Colette's role on the team this year?
She supported us. She screamed for us during the videos, and we got to rewatch them, and she was screaming pretty loud.
Talk about her stats.
Oh, she took our stats, and she took face-offs a lot, and without her, we wouldn't know how well our team was doing throughout the game. We really depend on the stats.
What were your top 2 favorite foods that this girl made, that the managers in general made this year?
Probably the Rolos and pretzels and M&Ms, because those are my favorite snacks ever. So
good choice. You got the chance to see during state the coaches and the managers participate in Battleship this year. How would you describe that, and what did you think about when you saw this little skit taking place?
There aren't really words to describe it. They just were in a circle, swaying back and forth in rhythm to a song.
Did you ever find it weird that us players never knew that this took place before every single game?
Until the section final, yeah.
Yes.
Was it at the state final?
Section final.
I know, that's the first time we figured it out.
Oh, I thought
And how would you describe Colette's personality?
Friendly, open, such a nice person, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Okay, cut. Let's go.